Welcome to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Josiane Hurd, our director, is manning the fort all by herself today, so thank you, Josiane. We really appreciate you being there every time we need you. These episodes air Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35 at 1:30 in the afternoon. That's 1:30 to 2 p.m. It's a half-hour walk-in show. So if you want to stretch with us, visit my website, yogaxpress.com, yogaxpress.com, or you could go to Manhattan Neighborhood Network, their website, mnn.org. And Manhattan Neighborhood Network is where we tape these episodes. We try to tape once a week, so we do about 3 or 4 episodes at a time. We also bring a lot of special guests. In fact, I have another big surprise for you today, someone who's been with us before, and today he's got a lot more to share with you. I'd also like to acknowledge Richard Swanson, our facilitator, for the studio lights and the setup, opening track from Sapta Tandavam, and body music by Cesar De Para, created just for Yogaxpress. The big moment you've been waiting for. Welcome back. Radan Sturm. Radan is Director of Personal Training and Development.
Amazing.
Finally
well
got
done,
it right.
Banu.
At Complete Body. Radan Complete Body is actually a boutique
Yeah,
store,
boutique gym.
We've
got
and you have branches?
3 locations, 3 commercial locations, 8 residential gyms that we manage.
Okay.
So it's busy times.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know that you've had very good response to your various outlets over there, and I think a lot of the credit goes to you and your manager, Joanne. You've done an amazing job. I've been to the gym before under the previous management, which was great.
But now it's
I
better.
think it's much more, yes,
well,
it's much more organized.
We try. It's all about getting the right team of people
Great
together.
job. Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
it's a service
true.
industry, it's a people industry.
True, you need to know
You need
to
to find
relate
people.
to people. Right.
So, yeah.
I need you to help me put a business plan together, Radan. Maybe I should start a yoga studio at some point.
Maybe.
Welcome back, Radan.
Thank you.
I know the last time you came on the show, we talked about giving people an opportunity to ask you questions. Now, I've had a few people who sent in emails, and I'm wondering, I also advise people to send you emails. Did anyone send directly to you? Because I've had people ask different questions. I'm going to put it together in the next episode that you come, which is probably tomorrow.
Great, yeah, I'll be back.
Next couple of episodes. I'd like you to be able to address some of those questions, very simple terms, no fancy muscle group terms or anything. We're all at a very basic level. So today I am relying on you to take us through various muscle groups one more time. I know you've done it before, but we haven't done it in a structured way. And
Sure.
the weather being what it is, I don't know when our participants are going to come in today. So I'm going to have you tell me first, and then when they join in, they can also learn from you.
Absolutely.
Tell me, what are the largest muscle groups that we're talking about? And just show, for instance,
in the body, we have the chest muscles.
Okay, pectorals.
The pectorals, that's right, right across the body here. Shoulders come in 3 parts, the front, the side, and the back.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, so you've got a front part of the shoulder. No, there's actually 3 muscles in your deltoid.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so it's complicated here. Then you have the back muscles, which run down under the armpit.
Right.
And insert into the lower back.
Okay.
And then you've got your quadriceps on the front of the leg, hamstrings at the back.
Hamstring, okay.
And my favorite, the butt muscle.
Okay.
You know, that's my favorite.
And that's the one you've
It's the most important. You know,
right. It keeps your back strong?
Well, it keeps your back strong and keeps you balanced.
Right.
It balances out your posture because a lot of people sit a lot, which means they're always bending here.
Ah, okay.
So if they're in the couch position, they're bending here,
Right.
which means these muscles tighten up, and the muscles on the back of the body, they get weak.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's why I'm quite big on strengthening the butt muscles to counteract
So when you
that
say
lack of
okay,
posture.
I see what you mean. So when you say the butt muscles get weak because we sit a lot, but if we stretch,
That's
that is
right.
good, right?
And strengthen.
Stretch and strengthen.
That's
So
right.
you tighten the butt muscles when going backward.
That's right. So that's why when we do the back bending,
Right.
I'm a big believer in squeezing your buttocks.
Right.
So your butt gets a workout, not just your
You
lower
know,
back.
you mentioned this the last time you came on the show, and ever since then we've been quoting
You've been
you.
clenching your butt.
No, we've been quoting you and said, Radan said, keep your butt muscles tight, it'll protect your back.
And who
honestly,
doesn't
it
want to
has
have a
helped.
tight butt?
That's right. But it did help a lot. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm used to saying, engage your low back muscles, but the point is it's very hard to really say where's the low back muscle.
And the
until
thing is,
talk
you
about
can't
it.
actually activate your lower back muscles just
Until you
by sitting here and doing it.
Right.
So if we sat here now and just tried to activate your lower back, you can't do
that.
it.
That's right.
Whereas if you squeeze your buttocks,
It
you can
helps, yeah.
actually activate.
That's true, and it helped exactly.
It does.
Exactly. So every time you've been remembered in every episode
Great.
previously. So.
Great. I'm glad I could help.
You did. So we're talking about strengthening the muscles in the front. So when you talk about and also strengthening the buttock muscles, so keeping the buttock tight, is there a reason for that? You said the butt muscles are the most important. Why?
Well, for posture.
For
so,
the posture. Okay.
as I said before, everywhere we sit a lot. So we go to work, we sit down, we spend 8 hours at work, then we go
Right.
home,
Right.
we watch television on the couch. So we're always in a bent-legged position.
Right. Okay.
So once you stand up, these muscles tighten, it starts to pull on
Oh,
your
I
lower
see, I
back.
see, I see.
So in order to loosen through the front, you can do two things. One is stretch the front,
Yeah.
which is what we do a lot in yoga.
Right.
Exercises where you pull the leg back and you come back, it
Right,
stretches.
right, yeah.
But you can also strengthen the back, which loosens the front.
Okay.
And that's actually more effective than just stretching the front of the body.
Right. Yeah.
So if
because-
I wanted to loosen the front, strengthen the opposite side. So there's agonist and antagonist muscles that work opposite.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that
I mean,
in mind.
I could go into all sorts of detail there.
No, well, I'm happy to have some because it really does help, Radan. I've noticed that when we understand what we are doing, as long as it's on a very basic level, as long as we understand what we're doing, the retention is so much higher.
It's true.
So it's not about just people going to the studios. In fact, I haven't changed the tagline, but I'm almost tempted to call our program kind of a prep school for yoga. I want to prepare people to go into the yoga studios, but I don't want to put anyone out of business.
And I think a lot of people get injuries when they jump into yoga without understanding some basic principles.
Exactly, which is why we need people like you to come on and explain on the show.
That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Let's
so
get started.
Let's get started. We're going to start with the sun salutation. Josiane, we're going to stand up, and you've already got Radan in your shots. There you go. You got him, almost.
I can step back a little bit.
Yeah, I know that's a good idea. Yeah, let's stagger ourselves. So we'll start with the sun salutation, heels together, toes apart, palms in front of your chest. Those who want to reach out to Radan, you notice his credits are at the bottom left of the screen, radansturm.com, or you could also reach him at his gym, the boutique gym, completebody.com. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hips. So tighten your buttock muscles.
I like it.
Fold from the hip. Palms are 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels down, dip your head between your biceps and hold. Now, Radan, in this posture, in this position, are we engaging the low abdominal muscles to hold us up in any way?
Yeah, you are. And I think it allows you to go a little bit further into the stretch.
Okay.
So it kind of makes you lift up your buttocks by pulling in the abdominals, and you should feel a bigger stretch at the back of the legs.
I do.
When you do that.
I also feel it in the back of my shoulders. I think you call it the latissimus, the big muscle group in the back.
Your traps, your trapezius.
Trapezius. Okay.
The ones inside of the shoulder blade are the trapezius.
Is that safe to feel the
Yeah.
pull over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Inhale. Bring your right foot between your hands. Place the left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes on the left foot. Place both palms on the right knee. Bring your elbows out. Exhale and dip. Right knee is up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right knee. Place your right palm on top of the left and look up at the raised elbow and hold.
We're working quickly today.
Is that tongue-in-cheek or you seriously mean it? Are we moving too fast?
No, it's good. We're here to work out.
It's all about, it's all about holding. Radan, what I find...
Breathing.
And breathing.
And not talking.
Not talking. What I find, the longer we hold, the more effective it is.
Yeah.
Inhale. Let's come out of that. Your polite way of saying, shut up, Banu. Thank you. Both palms beside the right foot. Curl your toes in the left. Take your right to meet the left in plank position. Now, this is a position that is always painful for me in more ways than one.
It's very much a strength exercise.
It is, I'm sure.
So a lot of people think yoga is flexibility.
Right.
If they do this exercise, they'll soon learn that it's a matter of strength.
Yeah. And
so the shoulders are working in this position.
Okay.
Your abdominals have to work to hold your body in place. Otherwise, you end up sagging through your lower back.
Right, and I might hurt myself.
And you will feel it in the lower back if your buttocks drop too low. So you need to be able to keep your hips up in line with your shoulders and your heels.
Okay, so a little higher.
It hurts, doesn't it?
It does. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. Press with your palms, press with the tops of your feet. And let's come up. Tighten your buttock muscles.
Very good.
Thanks to Radan, I'm always going to remember to tighten my buttock muscles.
I'm glad I'm remembered for that. It'll be on my tombstone.
Right. That's right. Now, press with the tops of your feet. Take your palms off of the floor. So as high as you can come with your palms off the floor will test the strength of your back. That's about as strong as your back is today. Place your palms back on the floor, forehead to the ground. Curl your toes in. Inhale. Bring your buttocks all the way up. Exhale, press your heels down. Inhale, bring the right foot and then the left between the hands. Both palms together. Inhale, let's come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Slow, controlled motion. We still have the other side to go, but I need to ask Radan. Radan, anything we can do better? You talked about the plank where you said the butt shouldn't be too low.
Yeah, to support the lower back.
To support the lower back, yeah.
I think you said holding it longer allows you to get into the stretch more, which is a really good point.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
that's
and it feels nice to be able to relax into it.
Right.
And I think people have to remember not to stretch more than a feeling out of 7 or 8 out of 10. So if 10 is painful,
right.
Don't quite get to 10, ease to 7 or 8.
Okay.
And that means you can hold it longer, it's more effective.
Right. When it's enjoyable, it's so much easier, right?
That's it. I think quite often people do yoga and they push themselves too much, and then they have a bad experience, and they never go back to it.
There was a show, I think it might have been the Oprah Winfrey show, where she talked about...
I'm kidding.
Well, she's got her own show now, but when her show was on, she talked about someone who actually died in a yoga class. And she said, would you believe... I hope I'm not misquoting, but I read somewhere where someone was in a yoga class and she died. And I think it may have been a pre-existing condition, but something in the classroom may have,
Perhaps it was Bikram yoga.
We better be careful. No, I don't know what it was.
In a 100-degree room.
Well, you're supposed to, it could be the temperature, but it also could be that...
Yoga's not easy.
Yoga's not easy, and I think her body may not have been ready. That's what I was trying to say.
So easing into it is
right.
Is the way
so we're going to have to be careful. Oprah and Bikram don't want to come. We don't want them to come after us.
So Oprah, if you want to come on the show.
Oh, yes. Oprah, Mr. Chaudhary, whoever wants to come, please feel free. Heels together.
Come stretch with us.
Palms together, elbows are raised. Now we're going to go through the sun salutation where we take the other leg back. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Was it the right leg this last time? Okay.
Left leg.
Take your left leg, okay. Left leg back, and then the right. Exhale, dip your head between your biceps. Press your heels down and keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. And thanks for the reminder earlier, Radan. Yoga is also about breathing.
I'm trying to remind myself with that one.
No, you're right, though. A lot of the times we are so intent on getting in and out of the postures, we forget to breathe normally. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands this time. Place the right knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes on the right foot. Both palms on the left knee. Exhale and dip.
So this is the great stretch for the front of the hip,
Right.
which counterbalances the seated position that we're in all day.
Right.
So at work we're
sitting
sitting, on the couch we're sitting, and these are the muscles that get tight.
Okay.
And then that stops the butt from working.
That's why it feels so good
So
now.
good.
Oh, it feels wonderful.
This is the stretch every office worker needs to do this stretch.
So get
At the
off of
office.
your chairs at the office. Get off of your chairs.
Do this stretch.
Get on your knees, and if someone comes by, you need to offer them a diamond ring. But no, but seriously, this does feel so good, Radan.
Really good.
You're absolutely right. Such a good observation. Now, left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place your left palm on top of the right. Turn to look up at your raised elbow and hold. Inhale, let's come out of that. Both palms beside the left foot. Curl your toes in the right. Raise your right knee. Take the left to meet the right. Now I'm going to raise my butt just a little bit. Make sure I protect my back. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. Press with the tops of your feet. Tighten your buttock muscles.
Activate
Press
the
with your
butt.
palms and then very gently take your palms off of the floor. Now this also is a little bit of balance in this, so if you want to look at a point that doesn't move, I'm sorry, were you going to say something
Well, I
on
was
this?
going to just say that your back will engage no matter what.
Right, okay.
You cannot do this exercise without your back.
So I don't need to
Engaging.
remind ourselves, engage
It's
your
automatic.
back. Okay.
So we just need to remind viewers to squeeze their buttocks.
Buttock muscles, okay.
Because that, a lot of people find that difficult.
It is,
Not everybody
right?
has a connection to
Consciously.
be able to squeeze the buttocks.
That reminds us of something else I'm going to do. Place your palms back
That
on
could
the
be a
floor.
different show.
Curl your toes in, forehead to the ground. Inhale. Let's come up high. Bring your buttocks all the way up. Press your heels down, dip your head between your biceps. Inhale, bring the left foot and then the right between the hands this time. Place your palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. No, seriously, it was just something that I remembered, and it's nothing naughty. It's just that I read about I visited a dinosaur museum, and you know the Brachiosaurus, the leaf-eating dinosaur
Big
with a
one?
long, heavy body, a long tail, and a very long neck. Apparently, according to the museum, the data that was there, they said because the body is so long, the Brachiosaurus has two brains. One in its head and one in its butt. No, seriously, that's what when people say, yeah, he's got his brains in his butt. There's sense in it. I don't know how they picked that up, but because the tail doesn't,
take so
it's
long
too far. It
otherwise.
would take so long for the instructions from the head, the brain in the head, to come there. So it's got another brain in the butt. Say, hey, see, your buttock muscles are very useful.
Think with your butt.
Think with your butt. Right on. You make me say all those terrible things. For those of you at home who are stretching with us, just remember, especially when Radan is here, we are going to do a lot of standing stretches because a seated, prone, and supine are more restful, but Radan is here to explain the human body better for you and much clearer. So what I'm going to do is just say, I think oh, here it is. I just need my little cheat sheet. So we're going to go through a very simple sequence of basic stretches, and these workshop stretches are intended to help you hold for a longer time. We hold it for a long time right here. Also, they are kind of a preparation for regular yoga schools. So you want to keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure you work us into your routine, your fitness routine.
Don't forget us.
Don't forget us, that's
When you
right.
become a professional yoga instructor.
Now, heels together, toes apart. You might find some of the sun salutation postures are repeated in the sequence. That's because it is part of the sequence as well. So this sun salutation is also part of this sequence. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Now, bring your heels out so that the insides of your feet are parallel to each other. Radan, going forward, feel free to give any explanations because that's where we need you most.
Well, this is a wonderful forward bend,
Yep.
which stretches your hamstrings, which are on the back of the
Back
thigh,
and thighs, okay.
and also your lower back. So it's a wonderful way to release that lower back.
Now, what do I do if I have an obstruction in the front? Because I don't feel my lower back as much as I feel the back of my legs.
I think you'll probably feel it where you're tightest. So
okay.
for me, my back is a little bit tighter than my legs. I feel it in my back and my legs, whereas you're quite flexible in your lower back. You'll probably feel it more in your hamstrings.
Yes, I feel actually in the back of the knees and the calf.
And the calves, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a good way to kind of figure out where am I most tight and which part of the body should I be working on.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way. So now I know which part of my body, if it feels tight,
wherever it's stretching the most in this position, that's where you need to work on.
Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing in. Exhale, bend at the knees. Now, if you feel that this posture is too much pressure on your knees, you can ease back a little bit. Now, if you feel your knees can take it, lean forward. Now, I'm going to stay at midpoint because I really don't want to take a chance with my knees. For those of you who feel that it's too much pressure on the knees, the other thing you could do is bring your feet out just a little more. So
and you can also not bend as far down.
Right, okay,
So,
just ease off.
The movement is okay up here also.
That's a good point.
Because the thighs are working in this position and they're going to work up here and they're going to work down here also.
Why is it many of the schools are so strict about coming down like you're sitting in a chair?
Well, I think depending on your flexibility and your strength level.
Right.
But
so
you've
they're
got to start
testing
somebody.
us.
Yeah.
That's right. Exhale and relax. Good point. Let's turn to face the front left of the mat. That's why we need you to keep coming back, Radan. You give these fantastic reminders that it's okay to be average. Actually, that's another thing.
You got to start. You got to start
That's
somewhere.
true. So true. Bring your legs out about 3 feet apart. When your feet are nice and secure on the mat, turn your right foot out. So the heel of your right foot is at a T with the inside of your left foot. Upper body faces the side of the mat. Inhale, your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Lean a little to your left. This is a triangle posture. The whole body is supposed to look like a triangle. Keep exhaling. Dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Take your left arm all the way up. Both palms face forward. Turn to look at the raised arm.
I think most people will feel this in the inner thigh.
Right.
Of the leg that's in the front. So in this case, our right leg
there,
should be stretching through the front.
What about the shoulder,
inside.
Radan?
Not so much.
I should not be feeling it?
Maybe a little bit in the front of the left shoulder.
I'm just wondering, I feel a little bit somewhere around the base of the left shoulder, and is that normal is what I'm wondering. Maybe am I
Absolutely. You can pretty much feel it anywhere down your spine.
Okay.
Once again, I'm feeling it more in the lower part of my back.
Okay.
Which is where I'm tight, so you might be a little bit tighter through the shoulder blades.
Through the shoulders. Inhale, let's come up.
And the interesting thing with yoga is that you start to become aware of your body.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Keep your arms up there. Oh. Now, exhale, bend the right knee. Keep exhaling. Dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Left arm goes all the way up and overhead. Palm faces down. Look at the tip of your fingers on the left hand. Go for it, Radan.
It's a beautiful stretch down your lats.
Where is
which
that?
are the muscle that runs underneath your armpit.
Right, okay.
And the further you reach this arm up above your head, the bigger the stretch on the side. So you really want to lengthen through the side of the body.
Right. Oh, no wonder.
And this is the muscle that we very rarely think of stretching.
You're so
but
right,
yet we definitely use it every time we open a door or pull something towards us. That's the muscle we're using.
So we never realized this is good training for that.
It is, it is.
Inhale, let's come up. So yoga practice is really helping us in everyday activities. Straighten your right knee, turn your right foot in, turn the left foot out. Actually, a couple of weeks back, I just walked up to one of the other producers and I said, did you know every move you make, every breath you take is an aspect of yoga? Oh my God, that's all you always talk about.
And they ran off.
Well, most of the times they do.
And now they see you coming.
Now they see me coming, they're going to go the other way. Turn your left foot out. The heel of the left foot is at a T with the inside of the right sole. Lean a little to your left. Exhale. Dip. Did I go? Yes. Mm-hmm. Dip your left hand in front of the left ankle. Take the right arm all the way up. Turn to look at the tip of your fingers on the right hand.
The other interesting thing is that when we do things on one side and then the other, you can feel the difference sometimes.
Absolutely.
So you might have one side tighter than the other.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant because we haven't worked the other side yet.
No, you can probably feel it because most of us have some kind of muscular imbalances.
I'm sure, yeah.
So
inhale.
it can tell you which side of the body you need to work on
I
also.
need a little more clarification on that. As soon as we finish this posture, I've got a huge question for you. Because a lot of participants have asked me that and I don't have an explanation. I need your guidance there.
Sure.
Turn to look at the tip of your fingers in the left hand. Exhale, bend the left knee. Keep exhaling. Dip your left hand in front of your left knee, left ankle, and then take the right arm all the way up and overhead. And now I remember what you said on the other side, Radan, the whole right side. Oh my God, it feels so good.
Yeah, so you're reaching that right hand
That's right.
as far as you can.
Feels good. Inhale, let's come up. Both hands at shoulder height, both arms at shoulder height. Straighten the left knee. Turn the left foot in. Exhale, bring your arms down. Wiggle your feet, turn to face the front of the mat. Say that one more time. You were talking about the imbalance in muscular regions of the body. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have, let's say the lats, for example, which are
Right.
these muscles we were just stretching by lifting the arms up.
Yeah.
You have them on the left side of the body, you have them on the right side of the body.
Right.
If, for example, you're right-handed and you do everything for 20
Oh,
years
yeah.
with your right side,
Right.
you'll develop this musculature a lot more.
Ah,
So that is a
okay.
muscular imbalance, is when one side of the body
Is more
develops
developed.
over another side. And so it ended up twisting your body,
So
moving
if
your
I'm
shoulders.
right-handed, what would I feel on the left side when I go up? Should I feel more? Do I feel more pain on that side?
Generally speaking, whichever side you're using more
Yeah.
is going to be a little bit tighter.
Oh, it's going to be tighter.
gonna
Okay.
be tighter.
Okay, so I'd feel more
Generally.
of it. Okay. Okay.
But the body's such a complex thing that, you know, sometimes the weaker side that gets used less can be tighter because it
Okay.
is weaker.
But you will feel that difference. Is
You will
what you're
just feel a
saying.
difference. You will feel a difference from one to the other.
Oh,
If
fantastic.
one side feels tighter,
Right.
stretch it.
I never even thought of it that way. I just assumed that if you're using your right arm all the time, it's just more flexible.
I mean, it
Not
depends what you
necessary.
do with it, I guess.
Right.
If you're constantly stretching it,
Right.
it's going to be more flexible.
When I go for my morning walk, I have this water bottle in each hand, and I'm going this way. My mother comes with me for my walk, and she's sort of keeping about 10 feet away from me. She said, I don't know when that bottle is going to fly. But I know what you're talking about. You just need to keep using
Yeah.
the arms as well, because we walk, but we don't really use our arms
Yeah.
as much.
Unless you walk on your hands.
Not for me, thank you. We're going to take you through. We have the credits rolling. Don't forget, stay in touch with Radan, radansturm.com in case his credits don't come up one more time at the bottom left. Josiane, if you have a chance, we can put that back on. RADANSTURM. Send us your questions. Going forward, Radan is going to address all your questions, your concerns, anything about the human body. He's your guy. So stay in touch. There you go. You have his credits one more time, radansturm.com. You can go through his. Do you have an email on your
I do.
website?
Yes.
Go to his
It's-
website.
Yeah, it's radan@radansturm.com.
Oh, Radan@radansturm.com.
Very simple.
Great. And I think people should, those of you who have specific questions about the body, make sure that you're also there to tune in and listen. So if you don't have a chance to actually watch our program where your questions are being called out, we don't know when we're going to call them out. You can come here, right here, meet Radan in person.
And stretch with
Radan,
us.
And stretch with
Yeah.
us. Radan, any closing tips? We've only done about 1 to 6 postures today, apart from the sun salutation. Any little tips on these basic standing stretches that you think we could do better? You've already talked about tightening the buttock muscles, which is
Not
great.
necessarily doing better, but I think
Safe.
starting with leg postures.
Okay.
So they're probably the safest exercises in yoga to do.
Right.
And if you're a complete beginner, I would suggest start with the standing postures. Because you walk every day using your legs already,
Right.
which means you're going to be more able to use them into a posture.
Right.
Whereas a lot of people that don't have the upper body strength, if they start going into a plank and using their
Yeah.
upper body, they won't last
They're
as
not ready
long.
for that. That's
so
right. That's
starting with these leg postures that we did today, everybody can do
So
that.
if you want to make sure that you stay with your practice, go slow. Go one step at a time, baby steps at a time.